Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Debbie. If you're a new subscriber, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. On today's video, we're going to be talking about something very interesting. We are going to be talking about how to stay smelling fresh and good all summer. So I'm here to help my sweaty girlies. I'm here to help those that don't have like big sisters or like aunties or moms that took their time to tell them, how to take care of themselves and, stay smelling fresh, especially during the hot period. You might be able to get away with some things during the winter, but you see during the summer, yeah, that's where you can't go undercover, you can't hide it anymore, and you don't want to be looking pretty and smelling terrible or being a nuisance to society, because honestly bad odor is a nuisance to society. Anyway, let's get into this video. In order for us to be able to tackle odor, we have to understand how odor originates. So it is nothing too complex. Just to make it simple, it is basically when there's an interaction between sweat and the naturally occurring bacteria on your skin. So these bacteria are already naturally existing, and when sweat interacts with this bacteria, it then causes odor. So that means everybody could smell. Like there's a potential for all of us to have odor. So we need to be taking care of ourselves properly. So how do we tackle this? The first thing is your hair. So you need to be washing your hair properly, because we sweat on our head. We sweat like your scalp, that you sweat there because there's skin on your head. So you need to be washing your hair properly and regularly. So during the summer, I typically wash my hair once every week, or at least once every 2 weeks. So especially for I think the people of other races or different hair texture than us, they are accustomed to washing their hair regularly, but for us, we are not really of the culture of washing our hair like every week or once every 2 weeks. But during the summer, you need to make an exception and properly wash your hair with a shampoo, and cleanse like the sweat and just all of the buildup that you have on your hair, in order to avoid odor. The next thing you need to be doing this summer, and I think is the key point or the key part to avoid smelling or having an odor, is showering regularly. And when I say showering regularly, I mean twice every day, especially if you are going out on a hot day. You need to be showering before you go out and when you return. So before you go to bed, you shower, and when you wake up in the morning, you shower as well. It is very important to avoid the buildup of the sweat in your on your skin, and the interaction with the bacteria like we talked about, in order to prevent developing an odor or just smelling in general. So you need to shower twice a day, but while showering, there are key things you need to take note of whilst you are in the shower, just to avoid smell. One of those things is how to shower. So what are the things you need to shower? Like for a good shower routine, I think you need a good shower gel, preferably a scented one. But if you don't like scented ones, I think that is okay. But I personally use a scented shower gel. I have a bar soap, the antibacterial one. So like Dettol, the ones we used to use when we were younger. If you know, you know. And then an African sponge or a washcloth. So you need the washcloth and the shower gel for your morning routine, and then the washcloth and your antibacterial bar soap in the evening. So what the antibacterial bar soap does, just as the name says, antibacterial. So it just helps to clean you properly. Though there are people who find that it upsets like their pH level, so just be careful, and just watch and see what your body likes, and what does not work for you, you don't have to use it if it doesn't work for you. For a scented liquid soap, try to apply the liquid soap directly on your skin. Same with the bar soap, directly on your skin, especially in like corners and hidden, just hidden parts of your body where sweats and can build up. So like behind your ear, your neck, your armpits, your in between your hands, your thighs, in between your thighs, in between your knees, behind your legs. Scrub your feet. All of those things you need to go in and properly scrub whilst you're in the shower. If you want to be a little bit extra, you can exfoliate using like either a chemical exfoliant or a body scrub. I use a body scrub once every week. This just helps to like take off the dead skin on your body, and just helps you to stay fresh and looking, helping your skin to glow and all of those things, and just further helps to just wash away the sweat and the buildup of deaths on your body. So before we move on to the next thing, I just want to give you guys a little tip, a little secret that I feel like does make a big difference for me in terms of how I smell. I like to build my smell or my scent. So starting from the shower. So my shower gel, I like for my shower gel and then my deodorant and the other things I've mentioned in this video, I like them to follow a particular scent or like a particular base. I like sweet scents and floral and fruity scents. So I go for like fruity scents when I'm choosing my shower gel, when I'm choosing my exfoliant, when I'm choosing my deodorant, when I'm choosing my perfume. So everything builds up and just, accumulates one particular, it has a particular base. So everything builds up, and then when you've done everything, you just smell so good. So I would advise that when you are getting these products, try to get products that have similar bases and similar scents. That's just a tip to throw in there because I think it has really helped the way I smell. Now let's move on to when you come out of the shower. So when you come out of the shower, keep it simple, keep it cute. You need a lotion, you need a scented body oil, you need a deodorant and a perfume. So I will be saying the things that are optional and things that I feel like you can do without. A lotion you can't do without, and I'm not too specific about what lotion to get. Personally, I don't really like scented lotions, so I just go for like the regular Nivea or Vaseline, just as far as it moisturizes my skin and it doesn't have bleaching agents in it. Please stay away from things that will bleach your skin, that will change your skin tone, all this brightening and lightening. Stay away from them. I don't see any reason why you need that, except they are just natural like brightening products, like maybe the kojic acid and the niacinamide and vitamin C, and let them be in proportions that are recommended for your skin type and your age and all of those things. So you need to do deeper research into that. But for me, I just go for the basic lotion and then a scented oil. It is not obligatory, but it helps because you've hydrated your body by showering, and now you have your moisturizer on, and it is good to use oil to just lock everything in. And it also just gives you that glow, especially if you're going for a night out. You just look. So if you can lay your hand on a scented oil, that would be great. If you can't afford to get a scented oil, you can get a regular body oil and just get your perfume oil and you mix it, and then you get a scented oil. I saw this tip from a YouTuber. I'm yet to try it out, but I think it should work. When I try it out, I'll let you guys know if it works or if you should just get a scented oil or not get it at all. So that is that for the oil. The next is the deodorant. I said I would say the things that are non-negotiable and the things that you can actually do without. A deodorant is the one thing that you cannot do without. Guys, I cannot scream this enough. Use a deodorant. Deodorants have microbial agents in them that helps to kill the bacteria that mix with your sweat that causes odor. So you see how that is helpful in your routine. So please get a deodorant. If you like scented deodorants, you can get a deodorant that matches the scent of your shower gel that you already use or your lotion, like I said. But if you don't like scented deodorants, you can get the ones that don't have scent. Some people like the aluminium free one, but I find that I like the ones that have aluminium in them because they help to keep the smell away longer. So yeah, get one also that doesn't leave like white cast under your pits, because it can stain your clothes and then it just looks nasty. And then finally, for perfumes, I think it's very subjective. I think one good perfume is okay. I think that is the part where sometimes you might just have to spend a bit of money, because most of the time perfumes that smell good, they are typically expensive, but always stay within your budget. All of these things, stay within your budget. Don't try to do more than you can afford. At the end of the day, the more you grow your income, the more you can level up on these things. For now, stick to the ones that you can afford. So get a perfume that matches your budget and matches your scent of choice. Make sure you like it, make sure you like how it smells on you. So test it on yourself. Go to where you can get perfumes that you can test. So test it on yourself, walk around the store, make sure it is something that lasts long enough and you like how it smells on your body and things like that. And then you can make a purchase, because it's not cheap. So you don't just want to pick anything and just put it on your body. And when you're applying your perfume, apply the perfume, like spray your perfume, guys. Don't do choo 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 and think when you step out of the door you will not stop smelling it. No, you have to spray that thing on, spray it on, and you would get the full effect of it. So the last and final thing that I would like to talk about is your clothes. We know that clothes are very important. How they smell, sometimes you yourself might not be smelling, but because you didn't properly do your laundry, the clothes are smelling, and then you are also smelling just because the clothes are on you. So you want to make sure that you have clothes that are smelling well. And how does your clothes smell well is how you do your laundry. So the summertime is not the time to be air drying a top you've already worn. Once you wear it, you sweat in it because it's hot. So avoid repeating tops, especially like for pants you can do away with it wearing it more than once, but for tops, wear it once and put it away to wash. And when you are washing, try to use like scented soap. So if you're using a liquid soap, if you're using a washing machine, you get like a scented one and then a softener. If you aren't, just get detergents that have like smell to them. And if you are following the tip I've given, so you'd want to go for something that matches your already existing scent. So if it's floral or if it's like vanilla or whatever scent you like, you would want to get a detergent that matches that smell, so that the smell that is already on your body is also on your clothes, and then it's just exudes like, you know, fresh smell. When you're washing your whites, make sure you use bleach because they also help to kill like bacteria that might rest on your clothes. So you want to be using bleach to wash your whites. You wash them, you make sure they are properly dried before you bring them in and fold them, and keep them in your drawer or your wardrobe or wherever you store your clothes. And make sure to iron your clothes, especially the ones that need ironing, even sometimes the one that don't need ironing, because it just helps to kill the bacteria, as we have been saying on and on, because we pick up a lot of germs like with the clothes we wear, going out, touching things, staying on walls, things like that. So to the best of your ability, you want to make sure that you are wearing clothes that is not just only clean physically, but that is actually very like that is actually clean, like free from deaths and bacteria and all of those stuff, to the best of our abilities, because you know it's hard to do it 100%. And then for your underwears, ladies, please, we don't wear underwears more than, like, we don't wear it and wear it again. Like once you've worn it once, that's it, you wash it. And most of us that are like from the type of upbringing I'm from, we're taught to wash our underwears in the bathroom and like dry them there, which is great. But every once in a while, so like maybe once every month, you want to gather up all your underwears, soak them in warm water and detergent, and then after a few hours wash them and sun dry them, so that you can clean all of the bacteria. Because sometimes when you always dry them indoors, um the because it doesn't have access to sunlight, it's like creates like mold for bacteria to just sit on, and you know it's not the most hygienic thing. So you want to make sure, and this thing touches like a very sensitive area in your body, so you want to make sure that you are properly cleaning it. Okay guys, we have come to the end of this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope you have learned something. Like I said earlier, this video is majorly for like the younger girls, or just people that haven't had someone to sit them down and just give them some of these hygiene tips and tricks. All of the things I mentioned here, try to get the ones that fit your budget. Don't do more than you can afford. Don't feel the pressure. Just make sure you are smelling good, make sure you are clean from inside out, because the smell starts from even how your body is inside. So you want to make sure you are consuming a lot of greens, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits, because it also helps like internal deodorants, and you can do further research on that. But yeah, you want to make sure you are clean. It helps with how you are perceived, and it just, personal hygiene is just so important and it cannot be overstated. Anyway, see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and share this with the other ladies or guys that you think might need this video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.